Accountability is important in our business. I think if you're going to be successful in any business, accountability is vital. All right. But just being accountable is not enough. It's easy to be accountable maybe for a week or for 2 weeks. But there's something you have to do for they say if you do something, is it consistently for 90 days, it becomes a habit. Is there something like that we've all heard? It's a habit when you do it consistently. So I want to talk today. I am going to cover accountability. But before I talk about accountability, let me see if somebody's helped me with that. Okay, yeah. If you're going to talk about accountability, the first thing I want to talk about is really having the right mindset and consistency. I'm going to cover this first really quickly, and then I'll talk about what we mean by accountability and how we all need to be involved in that. I've got 20 minutes. I will use those 20 minutes. So consistency and mindset. If you're consistent with the accountability, you will achieve where you want to get to. But you also need to have the right mindset. A lot of people think, oh, I'm in my own business. It's my business. Why do I need to be accountable? Has anybody ever felt that? I know I have. I know when I first joined, and I remember people telling me, you used to be, I'm like, it's my business. I can do what I want, when I want, how I want. And it's easy to feel like that, but it's not. We help each other, we support each other. So what is consistency? Basically, the quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way or always happening in a similar way. Okay, that is consistency. So when it comes to your behavior, your accountability, are you being accountable? As it says, always happening in a similar way. Daily prospecting routine, self-development. That's why you're here. Attending to meetings, you're here. Leadership qualities. We've got some great leaders in the room. That's your behavior when it comes to consistency, but also your performance. Never going 0 by 0 anytime, ever. Being a player in the base shop, that's why I love Nuria. Nuria is always willing to chip in. She's always willing to make a comment. She's always willing to be, she's training other people. She literally licensed Laurel. Okay. Lauren is not even in her business, but she was there to help Lauren. I saw her come into the virtual office many times with Lauren, helping her with the training. She's a player, a team player, making things happen. You can be counted on, trusted, dependable. Okay, that's what you are really. That's your performance as a consistent person. Now, the most frustrating thing for a coach is somebody who's inconsistent. It's amazing. There are people that will say to me, "Oh, Sam, why am I not licensed yet?" I've actually had 1 or 2 people say that to me, and I say, "Well, when was the last time you came to a meeting?" "I came last week." "Oh, fantastic. When was the last time you came to the meeting before that last meeting?" "Oh, about 3 months ago." "So why are you asking me why you're not licensed yet?" We've got the activity, we've got the licensing and training checklist. Have you gone through the training checklist? You need to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Have you done all the 5 steps? No. Why are you asking me why you're not licensed yet? Guys, as a coach, if you're inconsistent, it's frustrating for us. I'm sure Kwesi, Stephanie, Kaz, Amel can relate to that. If you're not consistent, we cannot help you. If you're not consistent, I'll say it again, we cannot help you. And that's one of the things that Teresa is really good about. Teresa will chase people. Teresa will challenge people. She will call people higher. But even as good as she is, Des had to show up. Des had to message her. Des had to be in touch to get his promotion this month. Teresa will have had 2 team leaders and a senior team leader promotion this month. Okay, that's what it's all about. Because people are being consistent, it's happening. If you're not consistent, it's not going to happen. So success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. Also, consistency is what transforms average into excellence. There are so many average, you can just do things average, but if you do it consistently enough, guess what? You will beat everybody else. If you can be consistent, and that's one thing again I love about Des. It was coming, it was showing up, it was struggling, it will go away, come back, it was there. If you show up and show up and show up, you will get to excellence, but you've got to be consistent. Okay, it's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, it's what we do consistently. So I'm going to talk about accountability, and I'm going to go through our accountability sheet in a minute. And you will notice, and I was looking at the spreadsheet that we use, the numbers, the growth is amazing. The people who are showing up every day, they're the ones winning. But not just showing up, but actually putting stuff on the board, putting numbers on the board makes a massive difference. So 3 reasons it takes people a long time to have success. 3 reasons. Number 1 is the loose focus. The focus on the wrong things. They're not coachable. Are you coachable? Let me see you put a C in the chat if you're coachable. Are you coachable? Do you think you're coachable? Let me see. How many of us are coachable? Because me even asking you to put it there is part of finding out if you are coachable. Fantastic. If you feel like you're coachable, this today, the training today, awesome job, Kaz. Watch the training. Watch the recording when it comes out. Kwesi, phenomenal job. If you want to achieve that success, you need to watch these videos, sit down, take notes. They lose focus. Number 1, how do they lose focus? They lose momentum. It's easy to do something well, and then after you've been doing well, guess what? You take your eye off the ball. You get distracted. I know that happens to all of us, okay? Distractions immediately stops your momentum. Good things can become a distraction sometimes as well. But good is the enemy of great. We need to not just be good, you want to be great. Because sometimes you're good and you think, oh, I'm doing well, I'm just going to settle where I am. How many of you have ever started doing something, it works, and then you stop? Let me see a show of hands for those of you on camera. Yeah, I remember Stephanie and I, we started doing the alphabet challenge. That's always the one that comes to my mind. We started doing the alphabet challenge where you go through your phone and you call all the A's, and then you call the B's, and then you call the C's. But then we got so much by the time I got to F, I had so many new recruits that I was training, I was working with. I stopped. It was working so well, I stopped. And guys, happens all the time. Okay, lots of distractions that can derail your efforts, especially in the beginning stages of your business. If you've just started, if you really want to win, you can't take a day off. Everybody who's in business, any business owner who's successful will tell you this. You've only just started. Put the work, put the effort in. Make the effort. Accountability is one of those things. You need to be accountable on a daily basis. Daily basis. Okay, that is the only way you're going to be able to move to where you want to be. So don't lose focus, but also don't focus on the wrong thing. People say, oh yeah, I want to learn all about the products. I want to learn all about the services. I want to find out what this means. What does serious X2 mean? Why is there 174 instead of, don't they go off the path and try to become a product expert? I want to learn how that product works. Just that's a distraction. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Okay. They say, okay, people will take me more seriously if I know my product. That's not the key. Okay. Yes, we need to learn those things, but always remember this. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Focus on building people, not the products. Our business is a people business. We work with people, we support people. I was saying the other day that we're matchmakers. I was saying to my team, we're matchmakers. If you go to matching.com, you're finding a partner. You find somebody that you work together and you come together. We match people with the products that they need, but you need to know the people before you can match them. Focus on building people, okay? Building people, get your people trained, get them licensed, help them make money. You know, Mona is generally in the room. Tunu is another one. Tunu is always in the room helping her people with their presentation. Okay, those are leaders that are doing great. They're helping their people. You win when they win. You be a leader, be positive, be there for them. That's what you want to do when it comes to your people. Focus on helping your people. Now, the last one is they're not coachable. Okay, they don't really want to win. Many people are agreeable, so we ask you to put a C in the chat. You all put a C in the chat. The thing though is the coachable thing is to actually do what we tell you to do, not just agree with what we say. They're going to try to find a better way and a faster way. That really actually pulls a lot of people back. I need you to be good at following instructions and do exactly what I'm telling you to do. Don't improvise. Copy word for word the recording I gave you or the training that we're giving you here. Okay, so for those of you who are you've been in the business for a while, you're not getting to where you want to be. You've got to be consistently doing and being coachable. Okay, they don't want to be accountable. We've got the accountability going now for a few months. How many of those have you come to? People come to the 1 or the 2 and then they don't show up again. If you're one of those people, I'm talking to you. If you've ever been to the accountability call and you've not been again, why not? If you're not showing up every day, why not? You've got to come every single day to the accountability. It's only for 30 minutes. Why are you not there? They habitually miss meetings. Well done to all of you on the call. Well done to those of you who are at work or at swimming or at football or tennis or dance with your children, but you're still logged in on your phone. We didn't have that a few years ago where you could log in on Zoom. We had to show up to meetings. We had to drive or get the bus. For those of you in London, get the tube to the meetings. All you need to do is to jump in on your phone, click on the link and listen in and watch in. Simple as. But a lot of people miss meetings and they expect to win. It's not going to happen. So if you want to achieve success sooner, focus. Remember the fundamentals of our business. Recruit, field train, license, promote. Focus on those things. Those are the right things. 2, right things. Focus on the right things. Build people, help your team members, be a leader, be present in their lives, build teams, train and develop leaders. And finally, be coachable, be accountable. Every Timothy needs a Paul. Okay, show up. Half the battle is showing up. A lot of people don't show up, or they show up once and then don't show up again for the next few weeks. Why? And if you're not coming, I know somebody that already texted me this morning. She texted me, she said, look, I've got to go and get my son somewhere. I can't show up today, but can you please send me the recording? If you can't make it for a really, really good reason, maybe ask for the recording. And when the recording comes, make the time to watch it and take notes. Learn from your trainers, your uplines, your EVP. Only way you can learn if you show up and you plug in. So that's just really talking about consistency. Now, your calendar, accountability. Your calendar is your scorecard. So I'm going to ask you all to do this. What's your calendar looking like right now? The new week starts tomorrow. Okay. Intentions do not build businesses. Commitments do. What have you committed to? So before you leave this training, everyone in this room must answer out one question. Okay. I'm going to ask you to write it in the chat. So if you're ready, be ready. I'm going to ask each and every one of you to write something in the chat right now and commit to that in front of everybody. I want you to be accountable. There's how many of us on the call? It's got 37 participants. I want to see everybody respond. If you're at work and you can't respond, send it to your EVP later. Okay? Are you all ready? Are you all ready? Are you all ready?
Yes, we are, coach.
Okay, thank you, fam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this is the question. How many appointments are you committing to book this week? Think about it. Don't rush. Take your time. Do not rush. Think about it. How many appointments are you committing to book this week? Be aware, if you book, let's say, for example, if you book 3, you're likely going to do 1, which is great because people sometimes do not show up, but at least you booked it in. So far as I can see, only 3 people are coachable on this call right now, maybe 4 now. Okay, I know I did tell you to think about it.
I was just gonna say, you told people not to rush.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that. I did tell you to book, think about it. So yeah, thank you for booking Ariana. Book is not the answer. I want to see a number. How many appointments are you going to commit to booking this week? Okay. All right. It's not up to 37 in the group, but I see a few people. So keep thinking, and I want you to write it in. Now, once you've written that in, and leaders, I want you to make a note of those people. Who is BE Daily? If you're BE Daily, we don't know who you are. Please confirm your name. Okay.
It's Matilda Allen.
Okay, somebody please change her name to Matilda. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I've tried that, but it's not working. I've tried it several times.
One of us will do it. One of us will do it for you. One of the
Auntie
ladies.
Teresa did it, but it didn't work. I don't know why it's still on the BE Dairy.
Don't worry, Matilda. Well, you see, I told you, you're working with champions. Don't worry, somebody will sort it.
Yes, I know. She's a champion.
Brilliant.
Reliable woman. Thank you.
And as you can see here, guys, I want you to continue to do that. You've committed to these numbers, okay? You declared the number, you've written it down. Now put it in your calendar or put it in your diary, okay? Not tomorrow, not after you've reviewed these notes. Now, your calendar is the only honest scorecard in this business. When you look at your calendar, what's in there? Your calendar does not care how motivated you felt in training, because it's easy to leave this training and go, I'm so fired up. There's still nothing in your calendar. It does not count the conversations you had. It only shows what you committed to and whether you followed through. So put that number down. Make the calls today. Today, not tomorrow. Book those appointments in your calendar. Find the numbers that you're going to call. Okay, so say it out loud, make it real. Accountability starts the moment you commit publicly. So right now, you've all committed to it publicly. You've put your number on the board. Block the time. Okay, when are you going to make those calls? For those of you that have jobs or you've got your shifts, you know when you're not working. Block it out. If it's on a weekly basis because you're on shifts, you can do it every week. On a Sunday or whenever you get your new shifts, you look at your new shifts and then you block out the times where you're not working and make sure you book an appointment in there. Time that is not blocked out does not exist. If you don't block it out, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. Okay? And finally, at the end of the week, your calendar either reflects your commitment or it does not. There is no middle ground, none whatsoever. Your calendar shows you accountability. So let me show you my calendar. So this is my calendar. If I can find it on